you're mounting your GoPro to your paintball mask completely wrong. But don't worry, today I'm going to show you how to mount your GoPro to your paintball mask the right way. So that way, when you come off of the paintball field, you'll know that you recorded the best looking footage possible, unless you forget to hit the record button. What's up guys, it's Nightmare, and I've been recording paintball for over 10 years. And in that time, I have captured so much footage with so many different cameras, from a Call of Duty action cam to an R7, and now the GoPro Hero 9. Now, most people tend to mount their GoPros just like this, straight up off the top, but that's gonna give you some pretty terrible footage. So let me show you how to take your paintball mask from this to this in no time at all. Whether you're playing paintball or airsoft, or even slinging heavy loads underneath a helicopter at sea, mounting your GoPro like this will give you the best shot possible. By the way, yes, that totally was me. All right, let's tear this thing apart and I'll show you exactly how to mount a GoPro to your paintball mask. First and foremost, if you're gonna mount your GoPro the way I have, make sure you get nothing but solid metal parts. I have replaced countless amounts of 3D printed and plastic/polymer parts, but I've never really had to replace my metal components. The choice is yours. This one costs more, but will last longer. This one is cheaper, but you will have to replace parts more frequently. Before you start this mod, you're gonna need a couple of things. First, you are going to need a mount on your paintball mask. I use the HK Army GoPro mounts. These things are solid. They're made of aluminum, and I have not seen a single one of these break yet. And if metal is not your thing, there's always the 3D printed option. Not my preferred, but still an option nonetheless. Now, installing the HK Army GoPro mount is very simple. All you have to do is take your lens off. You're gonna slide these screws in between the vents, attach the two pieces together, clamping this onto your vents, and then tighten down the screws, and this is not gonna go anywhere. This mount has been on my mask for years now, and it hasn't come off once, other than, to clean it, which I clearly don't do very often. Now, the easiest and quickest way to mount your GoPro to your paintball mask is to basically just attach it straight to the HK Army GoPro mount. The problem with this is that if you get hit on the camera, it does have a tendency to get knocked backwards. Or if you're crawling through the bush, the exact same thing can happen. You can hit a branch and it can knock your GoPro back. If you have it straight up like this, your GoPro's looking straight ahead, but you might want to have just a few degrees angled downwards so you can capture your marker and anything interesting that happens directly in front of you. The other downside to mounting your GoPro like this is that most newer GoPros have an LCD back to them. If you take a shot there, your GoPro's done. It's toast. If you are going to mount your GoPro like this, you put some sort of protector on there. My recommendation are these dive house casings. These have saved my GoPros time and time again. The next couple of items that you're going to want to get your hands on are these photodial GoPro extension arms. These things are great. They are solid. They are durable. You cannot break these easily. The next thing to do is to determine exactly how many arms you're going to need to get the best shot. On the EVS, I like 3 of them. If I'm using the i4s, I go with 4. For the first GoPro extension arm, I like to use the screw that comes with the HK Army mount itself. I don't like using a thumb screw. I find it just gets in the way of my vents. So from here, we can just keep attaching our GoPro arms. Put as many as you need to stay as low profile as you can while still getting the GoPro right where you wanted to sit in front of your lens. So now we'll start screwing these in and then attach your GoPro. Now that you've got this entire contraption attached to the mask, you're gonna leave all your arms nice and loose so that way you can adjust this thing exactly where you want it. You then just tighten up all your arms. But before you do that, you're gonna wanna make sure that you have something between the GoPro itself and your lens. I use these stick-on silicone patches. I got them on Amazon. I think they were like $5 for a pack of them, but I've got a whack load of them. I keep them in my gear bag just in case they fall off, get paint behind them, peel off, whatever. I have them attached to every one of my EVS lenses, so if I need to switch to clear, I put the clear one in, and then it already has the silicone patches attached to it. So then flip this down, lock it into place. You're gonna need a wrench, tighten these all up, and the wrench is gonna basically ensure that they don't go anywhere. Now, as you can tell, I'm not using any sort of protective housing for mine. I'm using the Max Mod lens, which does not allow me to put a GoPro dive housing on there. So basically, I'm risking it for really good footage at this point. I have put some of these screen protectors on there. I've doubled it up on just on the front. The LCD screen in the back is pretty well covered. I mean, the odds of taking a shot back there are pretty low, but it can still happen. So once you have your GoPro mounted in this true POV format, I'm telling you, the options are nearly limitless. For example, I've got this heavy duty elastic band running along the top of my mast, which helps distribute the weight of the GoPro, the external battery, and the X-Fog anti-fog system on the back of the mast. And if you want to know just a little bit more about the X-Fog anti-fog system, I'll leave a video for you right here that you can check out. I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Till then, Nightmare out.